Grab your rocket ships, boys, let's go for a ride.
The carnival has come to Byng Street. Show Train, a new Australian musical, is set to kick off at Orange Civic Theatre tomorrow night. Featuring a local cast and written by local composer Andrew Warboys, the actors describe the vaudeville-esque show as an all-Aussie experience.
It's Australian, it's written by an Australian, it's written for Australians, everything's in an Australian accent. It's really fantastic to be part of such an exciting opportunity.
Despite being set in the 1950s, the musical explores a number of issues relevant to contemporary Australian society, with love, identity and greed all taking centre stage.
It's about finding identity, finding connectivity, and it's about family. It's about basically selling out to big multi-corporations. There's a lot of stuff going on. Andrew's put a lot of big themes into this show.
According to CSU student and female lead Caitlin Dixon, the show has been a great experience.
It was very fun, actually. I wasn't sure that I'd get a lead role at all. I kind of just showed up and strutted my stuff, learnt the song, and yeah, it's very fun, and I've got a lot of friends that I've made during the show. Yeah, we've all been very tight.
It's amazing on the show train, all aboard as we journey through this magical land of Oz.
Jake Nelson, Win News. A fun day out at the park, which also had valuable lessons for Orange residents, both young and old. Robertson Park played host to Drug Action Week events today, with the aim of bringing attention to drug and alcohol issues in country communities. Octec Youth Connections Schools and Activities Coordinator Chris Novak says awareness was the goal of the day.
To raise awareness for the community, young people, old people, about the harmful effects that overuse and abuse of drugs and alcohol can cause to family, friends and the general community.
For those who wanted a taste of what drink driving was like without actually being drunk, a range of beer goggles were available to simulate the effects alcohol and cannabis use have on vision.
It'll give the effect of being drunk. Okay, so what we do with these is we have scooters, so old people scooters, and the young people can do drink driving courses on it. So they can do it in a safe and environment where they're not going to hurt themselves or other people.
According to one young resident, driving while wearing beer goggles has helped warn him away from the real thing.
I didn't know how hard it'd be, but it makes it really hard. Like, you can't see where anything is and you don't know where the stuff is, so yeah, it's pretty real.
And as it turned out, footy under the influence seemed just as hard as driving. Jake Nelson, Win News. Clean out the chimneys and throw another log on the fireplace because it could be the best way to beat the carbon tax. Switching to firewood has been suggested as an alternative to electric heaters, which may become more expensive when the tax comes into effect in a little over a week's time. Andrew Gordon from Ablaze Firewood and Bobcat in Orange says demand for firewood has been on the rise.
I think particularly on the cost of electricity, gas is going up too, but electricity is prohibitively expensive, I think. So a lot of people are trying to make ends meet, and wood's a cheaper way of heating.
For those considering making the switch, it's recommended to use dry wood to ensure it burns cleanly. On the streets of Orange, residents struggling with the cost of living have made their voices heard about the expected hike in their power bills.
I've just had twins, so it's going to be really hard on my family, like raising two babies and then all our power bills going up.
I don't know why they bought the carbon tax in Gillard, because, like I say, it's going to affect pensioners and that. They're going bad enough now, so... And this is going to make it worse off for them because they just won't be able to cope.
The Gillard government insists that the benefits of the carbon tax will outweigh the costs and that its impact on ordinary Australians will be minimal. But for many Central West residents already doing it tough, the tax could add more fuel to the fire. Jake Nelson, Win News. Simple language for a complicated topic. The new website launched by Orange City Council this morning explains in layman's terms the details of the controversial Macquarie River pipeline, as well as alternative methods of securing Orange's water supply. Chairman of the Macquarie Pipeline Consultative Committee, Norm Mann, says he believes Orange residents will find the site useful.
There are things like the hydrology study, the environmental assessment, information on the environmental assessment. There's a whole range of things, and it's an extremely complicated proposal, the pipeline that is. And there are many facets to it, all of which are on the website for people's information.
The website, which can be accessed at www.watersecurity.orange.nsw.gov.au, also contains frequently asked questions about the pipeline project. In addition to the site, an information evening is planned at Orange Ex-Services Club next week, at which residents will be able to find out more on the pipeline and have their say. Norm Mann hopes the evening will help the people of Orange decide their position on the pipeline for themselves.
Well, I hope people come with an open mind. I appreciate that there's the side of that don't want the pipeline to proceed, and there's another side that do. I'm a neutral chairman. I don't take sides in any of those aspects, but I hope people come along, listen to the information, and are better informed to make that decision.
People wanting more information should contact Orange City Council. Jake Nelson, Win News.